The high, swaying grasslands of the Zambezi floodplains are a realm of deceptive stillness and emerald beauty. In a remote sector of the valley, legendary mother elephant Maya was leading her young calf today. Maya was unaware that a prehistoric nightmare was coiled and waiting within the thick yellow stalks nearby.
The serpent had been lying in wait for days, measuring over 20 feet of pure constricting muscle.
It was a spring-loaded trap of scales and bone, hidden beneath the deceptive beauty of the savanna.
The mother elephant moved closer to the ambush site as she guided her vulnerable calf along the trail.
The python struck with explosive speed, wrapping its heavy coils around the elephant's sensitive and vital breathing passages.
Maya was trapped by a lethal grip that began to constrict the airflow through her large trunk.
The savanna erupted into a chaotic symphony as the predator used its weight to anchor the giant.
This unexpected environment setup placed the titan in a position where her size offered no immediate defense.
The danger escalated as the python tightened its grip, making it nearly impossible for Maya to breathe.
The struggle intensified as the snake's muscles constricted tighter, causing severe pain to the mother's sensitive skin.
Her front knees began to buckle under the strain of oxygen deprivation as her strength started fading.
Her calf circled in a panic, its tiny trunk raised in a cry for help across plains.
The predator was using calculated precision to ensure the elephant could not throw it off during thrashing.
Worsening conditions were visible as the mother elephant's movements became slower and much less coordinated than before.
The struggle became more desperate as the snake anchored itself to the ground to increase the tension.
Exhaustion took hold as the lack of oxygen caused the massive animal to stop its active resistance. The young calf's efforts were futile against the 20 feet of muscle currently suffocating its mother's trunk. The danger escalation reached its peak as Maya's breathing became nearly non-existent under the snake's grip.
The prehistoric nightmare was winning the battle as the giant's life force seemed to be flickering out.
The chaotic symphony of distress echoed across the plains, but no other elephants were in the area. Injury and exhaustion converged as the titan's internal organs began to feel the strain of the collapse.
The animal's struggle reached a silent turning point where survival depended entirely on a sudden outside intervention.
Rescue awareness began as the team heard the unnatural frequency of the elephant's screams across the valley.
Rescuers observed the scene through binoculars, assessing the exact position of the snake and the elephant's vitals.
They arrived just as Maya's front knees gave way, and her head touched the hot savanna dirt.
The team prepared specialized tools, including long-reach poles and non-toxic herbal sprays for the snake.
Rescuers assessed the danger, no injury.
Observation was critical as they identified the snake's anchor point around the nearby acacia tree roots now.
They assessed the wind to ensure the herbal spray would reach the python without affecting the elephant.
Rescuers prepared their positions, using surgical coordination to approach the head of the suffocating mother elephant.
Tools were checked and ready as the team prepared to enter the strike zone of the python.
They assessed the calf's behavior, knowing the young animal might try to protect its mother from them.
Rescuers observed the severe oxygen deprivation as they moved into the final stages of their preparation process.
The team prepared to spray the python's sensory pits, causing it to loosen its lethal, suffocating grip.
They observed the snake's defensive posture as it sensed the arrival of the rapid response rescue team.
Assessment was complete as the lead ranger gave the signal to begin the active rescue process immediately.
The awareness and arrival phase ended as the team prepared to touch the wild and dangerous serpent.
Active rescue began as they sprayed the python's sensory pits, causing the giant snake to momentarily loosen.
The snake reacted to the repellent, and the lead ranger moved in with the carbon fiber pole. Step by step, they worked to pry the first heavy coil away from the elephant's sensitive breathing passages.
No skips were taken as they carefully applied pressure to the serpent's muscle without injuring the elephant.
As the first coil released, Maya let out a muffled gasp as her strength began returning slowly.
The active rescue continued with surgical coordination as they moved to the second suffocating layer of muscle.
The elephant remained calm as the team worked, providing the necessary space for the delicate rescue process.
The rescue team avoided the snake's bite while maintaining pressure on the coils to free the mother.
Step-by-step actions were revealing the damage as they moved toward the final coils near the end.
The snake lost its anchor point as the team coordinated a final pull on the carbon fiber poles.
Active rescue saw Maya regaining control of her trunk as the suffocating pressure was further reduced today. They stabilized the predator's body while the lead ranger worked on the most difficult and tightest coil.
Balloon. The rescue process slowed as they approached the bite site, where the python's teeth were still embedded.
With the bite released, the final coil began to slide away under the team's consistent and careful pressure.
The active rescue reached a milestone as the elephant's breathing passages were finally cleared of the predator.
Maya let out a thunderous gasp of air as her strength returned in a sudden and powerful.
The team retreated to a safe distance as the mother elephant regained her full and majestic stature.
The python slithered back into the deep safety of the grass as the active rescue process concluded.
The active rescue phase ended with a thunderous trumpet of relief that echoed across the Zambezi floodplains.
Critical rescue phase began as Maya's body went into shock from the trauma and sudden oxygen influx.
High tension arose as the mother swayed near her calf, creating a risk of a crushing accident.
Near failure was possible as the team made careful adjustments to stabilize the elephant's immediate surroundings now.
Prepared a medical dart to address the swelling as high tension remained over her condition today.
High tension continued as the team monitored her temperature, knowing that stress could lead to heart failure.
Near failure of the maternal bond was a risk as the mother struggled to focus on her calf.
Careful adjustments included the administration of medicine to stabilize her vitals during this very critical rescue phase.
The critical phase saw her vitals improve as the medication began to reduce the trauma within her.
High tension transitioned to hope as the mother regained her awareness and reached out to her young.
Careful adjustments were made to keep the predator at bay, while the mother elephant and